History Channel, JFK Declassified. I was Lee Harvey Oswald
No
for all
way.
6 episodes.
Seriously?
Yeah, so
Wow, that's kind of a dubious distinction.
yeah. So that's why I'm like, for that one, I've kind of played some villains. I had a horror film called Seven Witches that's out on Amazon and iTunes currently right now.
Okay.
So I've played a little bit of the villainous role, and so that's why I
It's
want
funny because you don't seem like a villain.
I'm not
very
at all.
friendly.
I'm not at all. And that's the funny thing. I can't say a whole lot about it, but there was a character I got to play for Travel Channel. Reenactment series is coming out next month. And it was a guy that was actually much more jubilant than the characters I've been playing. So my reel shows me as ominous, dark, scary, cunning, and I had to convince them just to show them who I am in reality. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we could see you in a little bit more of a light-hearted mood. And then I also was Chester Bennington's stunt and body double in Linkin Park's last music video, Heavy.
Oh, that's
So if you watch
really
it,
cool.
if you watch it, you actually see me come out through the mirror and fight him. And I did the Hollywood thing. They said, "Do you know how to fight?" in the audition. I was like,
Sure.
"Yeah,
Of course.
I fought a few times." And I get over there, and they say, "Oh, so the stunt coordinator couldn't show up, but you know how to fight, so you're gonna do a great job, right?" I'm like, "Uh-oh. Well, yeah. Okay, so since I'm hired, I should just let you know I don't know how to fight." So Chester and I spent about 15 minutes or so just trying to rehearse stuff and go through it, and it was a great time. It was a great time, and if you go on YouTube, you check out Behind the Scenes Heavy, you see Chester and I talking, and it's not what happened, but he said he wished he could have been my body double when I became a famous actor. So
That's really cool. That's a great experience. So let me ask you, because I've always wondered about this, and you kind of touched on it, the idea that you played these roles of a villain and someone who's dark and ominous, and I've always thought that it must be very difficult for an actor that is either typecast or really known for one role, because everybody sees you on TV, right? Everybody sees you in this dark and ominous role, and we're human beings, right? And so when we see an actor on the street, I don't see you as Fred. I see you as the character that you play.
Right.
And, I know that you are like an evil Jude. And so I'm wondering, is that weird? Do you find people kind of giving you the stink eye, or, do they treat you differently because of the fact that that's how they know you? Even though on the surface they know that that's not you, subconsciously
it's still ingrained in them. Yeah. So I think for right now, so far, mostly the older generation has seen me as Lee Harvey Oswald. So the young generation hasn't seen me as this dark, creepy character yet. So I haven't had to worry about that too much. But it's funny you mentioned that, because Jack Gleason, who played Joffrey on Game of Thrones, friendliest guy ever, but so many people would send him the death threats and all that kind of stuff. And so it is that hard distinction for sometimes fans to make, and especially if you have those showmances where they they call it shipping.
Yes.
And if the character starts getting with another character, they're like, no, and they put that against you. I haven't had to deal with that too much, but I think it's having a presence on social media kind of helps with that too, because they get to see more of who you are.
The real you.
Exactly. So far I haven't had to deal with it too much.
But yeah, I could totally see. If I saw Joffrey here, my initial reaction would be, wait a second,
Right. Definitely. So, I think as fans, that's something for us to be aware of too. Is that you can love the characters, but remember who they are as a person. And like I said, I play the dark enemies so far, the villainous characters. But in person, I'm a very jubilant guy. If I saw you on the street, I'd be more than friendly and say, hey, how's it going? And just you're a person to me, and I'm a person as well. And so I think that's the thing to keep in mind, is just to remember that distinction and to know that.
So the next time you're walking down the street and you see somebody and you're like, that kind of looks like Lee Harvey Oswald, don't be like a jerk about it.
Right. And I'll probably be wearing a beard anyway, so you might not recognize me, but more than welcome to say hi, and it's great to always meet fans, and it's great to be part of Legion M too, because of that we as fans have a chance to actually help make this and produce this great content.
Yes.
And to really cater to us and know exactly what we're looking for.
Yes. Fantastic. So I'm curious. So I think one of the cool things, we were talking about the community of Legion M, and